You don't think so? I need you to come up with an idea.
I done had plenty of ideas. I'm the one that carried the show.
Okay, give me one more topic. Is this you thinking? Now you want me to tell you what's funny? You know that you know that thing you showed me with the watch?
What thing?
Then I could be recording you and you ain't know it. Hey everybody, my name is G Brown and
Frederick Brown.
the husband.
That's fine.
Right, and you are tuning into an episode of Hanging with the Browns. Yes. All right. If this is your first time joining, thank you. You might want to stay. You might not. And if you are a repeat person that you have really hung out with the Browns, welcome back. Hopefully you've hit the like and subscribe. And then if I give you some good information, you can share it. Okay. The reason why he's in the background is because this is Herstory. Not history, Herstory. This is about me. I want to go over my up and down yo-yo weight. That's what I want to share with you guys. But I'm going to jump all the way to the end for now. And because I have tried so many different things, I have a feeling, because ain't no feeling, somebody said it, but you were vegan and you thought that was the right thing. So now you flipped where you eat no vegetables at all, no fruit, and only meat. So why would I follow you now? And I think that was a great question back at me. It really, really was. And honey, if you want to chime in, you can. I really did. I thought that was an excellent question. So it is, why do I feel I'm right this time? So that takes me back, I almost said to the beginning of time, Lord. And during this, I'm going to try and find pictures and flash across for you guys so you can get a visual of what I'm talking about. How do I know that this time is the right time? Because of how I feel. I've never, ever felt like this. And so now, and when you get older, you get wiser. I'm now walking around seeing things differently. Sometimes you hear people talk about brain fog. For me, it is clarity. One of the things when we were in school, we, meaning me and you that are watching, in your ELA class, where they talk about, persuasiveness. So even when I look at commercials or ads, you really, really, really have to listen and find the hook. The hook is what they're going to try and get you to leave your home and then go and purchase this. But now you can do Instacart and just have it delivered. I listen for the hook now. And then, and let me tell you just how trickery they are. There was a gentleman I saw, he had some salad dressing. And at the top it said no added preservatives. So with that, it was like, okay, so he's eating his salad, and then for some reason he looked at the back and there were preservatives there. So it's like, hold up. But this country that we live in allows us to get away with a lot of different things for the sake of money. A lot of different countries, our food is not even allowed, or if it is there are certain chemicals in it that's not in it that is in ours. So, and I say, well, why would they do that to us? because there's an entire medical field waiting for your sick body. But let me go back to the salad dressing. So what he ended up finding out, let's just say, I'm going to use Frederick and I. Frederick created the salad dressing and he put the preservatives in it. Then Frederick sold me the recipe, but the only thing I did was bottled it. So I'm telling the truth. I added no preservatives to it. Okay, so the fact that I didn't add it is big on the front of the bottle, but then on the back in small print is where you see where preservatives was added. And so for us to navigate our way through this food cycle is something else. It really is. But I'm going to take a few moments to talk to people who actually know me. Okay? You know me. A lot of you know my medical conditions as this is a new one for you guys because I forgot this until I was talking to somebody else but I didn't let them write it down. Fibromyalgia. I refused any medicine or anything because with my husband, you really could not press on my body. You couldn't. So massages, they were like rubs to me. You could not hold me for a long period of time. And then I even believe that had to do with my nail bed being so tender that I couldn't wear polish. And that was one. Back injection. So I had herniated disc that protruded out. And now I'm wondering what happened to the disc because my back doesn't hurt anymore. It really, really doesn't. Oh my God, what else going on with me, honey? Besides just being bigger and smaller, and then bigger and smaller.
Your pain you had talked about.
Yeah, pain is like was the biggest thing. Oh yeah. Now
sciatica, I should say.
Let me just say this. I still have what we call restless leg. So I have not been part of this new lifestyle long enough for that to disappear. That's that kicking that I can do at nighttime, and it's
dancing.
The dancing.
Well, I'm not making music anymore.
No,
so
you're not. So I'm over here dancing by
music.
myself.
Yeah.
So that part is still going on, and part of this channel is just really being transparent. So let's go back. I now have a picture of me when I was in the 9th grade. I have always classified myself as fluffy. All right. 2 things that I really, really remember that I just could not stand when I was growing up. Teenage years, it was the inner thigh. All right. I am the one that have that, and I noticed even for my kids, same thing. My mama probably had it too. The little fat on the inner thigh, right? And so no matter how big or small I was, I just had the inner thigh. And then some of y'all might know that little fat piece that's right here on the inside of the arm where like you lay it down and poof, it just kind of pops out. Those were 2 areas for me I could not stand. But as far back as I can remember, those were areas on me. I could have weighed 125 pounds. And guess what? Them thighs and that little piece right over on both of these arms that remained there. So let's fast forward. I met my ex-husband and I was probably in pretty good condition, probably about 130 pounds, something like that. And but that had more to do with the lack of eating. You call it a calorie deficit or whatever, but I was working and snacking, wasn't in good internal health. Then you get married. I used to say that you get married, you start getting comfortable, you kind of let your body go. I now know it is that processed food. That's what it is. It is the processed food. And so, and I believe, now this is me. This is me saying this. This does not have to be your belief. But when I look across and see ADHD, being on the spectrum, lupus, I'm seeing this wide range of diabetes, and now diabetes, we're in middle school and children had to go before lunch to get their sugar read and then go again after lunch. This is going on now. What happened? Processed foods and sugars. I'm telling you. So now I'm going to bring it back to when I said people that actually know me. I'm saying to you, I will always eat like this. And I have some friends that I am reaching out to, and I'm going to send this one to you too, because when you get it and you get to this part, you know I'm talking about you. And it's like, I see your body's falling apart. I see the meds that you are on. I see the inhalers that you're on. And you just won't turn around and give 30 doggone days to just see. I'm not going to anybody's funeral. That one I'm not shedding tears. I'm proclaiming it right now because you're just not listening. I'm saying eat. So what am I asking you to do? I am asking you to lay off of sugar, processed food, fruits and vegetables, and only concentrate on meat. First thing you do is go to your refrigerator and freezer and see what you currently have in your refrigerator and freezer and start there. All right? Bacon and eggs for breakfast. No grits, no toast, no nothing. Just bacon and eggs. I ain't asked you to starve. I ain't asked you to do a smoothie that's not going to fill you up. Bacon and eggs. You could do sausage if you want. You can throw in some ham if you want. Then you say, well, I got to go to work. Okay, boil you some eggs. Fry you some bacon or a hamburger or whatever it is that you want from your house. And then heat that up for lunch. When you come back, treat yourself. Have a steak. Have a big old hamburger if that's what you want. And do this for 30 days. There are so many different meats that you can have. But I suggest when you first start, lean towards your beef. Don't tell me like the doctor and too many people have proven this to be right. All of the ailments that I had, I was vegan. And I was getting back injections. And so I started getting tired probably about 7 o'clock in the evening, sometimes 6:30. Couldn't wait to go to bed, but I used to say to myself, self, why do you want to go to bed? Because it's going to hurt when you lay down. Your back and side is going to hurt. Then your leg going to start kicking. And then when you wake up, there is look, you do this right here. 1, 2, and try and get yourself up out of the bed. Or I just said bump it. I would roll over this way to my stomach and then scoot backwards out of the bed as a vegan. Now I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I jump up out of the bed. I have no ailments whatsoever. So I know G done stumbled on to something. Okay? And when you stumble onto something that's good, for those that know, when you come over, I would do like meatless meals for you. My meatballs were vegan. My hamburgers were vegan. All of the stuff that I made was on the vegan scale, but I still served you rice, potatoes, these gravies. All of that stuff filled you up, but it was not good for your body. And so this is what I'm saying. The inhalers, the coughers, the allergies, give it 30 days. I don't know another way to say it. This is a plea to my friends, to strangers. I'm telling you, you're sitting here with 20 prescriptions and you're willing, the doctor turn around and write it and you're willing to take it. When we were growing up, if there was a prescription or something that they were trying to tell you, the writing for the side effects was this big. And we ain't had TV to like pause it where you can actually see. Now they turn around, just part of the commercial. Oh, part of the side effects are your leg could fall off, your possible die. You could have bleeding intestines. And all you trying to do is correct a sty in your eye, and you have all of that, but you want the sty gone and hope that you don't get the other stuff. That's crazy to me. That's just ludicrous. Okay, I done calmed down now. I have. So I'm calming down, and now I'm moving forward to when I met my husband. When I met my husband, I ranged between 175 and 179, somewhere up in there. And I've always been able to hold weight pretty well. It sits in the thighs and hips. Okay, that's where it sits. He laughs, we joke. We don't joke no more because it ain't funny. But he would always say, boy, you couldn't wait for me to marry you because you was trying to hold that weight. And then once we got married, there you like blew up. Yeah, cooking, eating the wrong things, eating at the wrong time. And he and I go up and down, up and down. I have never been smaller than my husband. Never. It seems like if I lose, he lost 2 pounds. There was always a big gap. This is the first time in 20 years that I think he still was 1 pound less than me. But I love it because his is that upper body. Mine is down here at the bottom. But we are finally close in weight, and I will eventually be smaller than him because on the road that I need to take for my health, for me to turn around and continue to be 33 years old on the inside. Did you hear me? I feel like I am 33 years old on the inside. My joints don't hurt. This is like remarkable to me. And I want it to be that way for my friends and family. If you're a stranger and this is where we met, you can be family too. Share this with some. I'm telling you. I believe this like oxygen. I have yet, and I look for somebody on a channel that can turn around and say that they had bad results with eating like this. I have yet to find everybody. I have clarity. I no longer have this. I interviewed a young lady, rheumatoid arthritis, made a whole turnaround in 30 days, less than 30 days. She was like, oh my God, my feet, my hands. I go to the doctor. They're like, whoa, all of this is going on. And I honestly, I don't blame you because the sugars in the foods, that's what got a hold of you. And the moment that somebody turn around and say to you, hey, you could be medication free, you start thinking about all that beep that you don't want to give up. Well, go on to the casket then. Go right ahead. You think that this diet is like, let me calm down. You think that this diet is expensive? Honey, funerals cost way more. And I think this is about all that I'm going to say in this one, because I feel like I just really fussed. But when I'm reaching out to people that I know and that I love, and that I'm not getting a response back, I feel like I'm hounding them, because this time I know that I know. Nobody received multiple messages from me and say, hey, go vegan. Hey, I'll say something like, oh, just try Meatless Monday. You never saw me push like this. Ever. Because this is the truth. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Meet This Brown. And if you be so kind, like, share, subscribe, and then watch these. I think you will enjoy them. You think you like this show? You'll like these too.